Hey everybody, for this week's DIY project, I'm going to be making an iron-on transfer for a t-shirt. So a couple of months ago when I started to see a lot of things with a pineapple print on them, I really started to fall in love with the print. There's shoes that have several little miniature pineapples all over it, shirts with that print as well, or there's also t-shirts with like one bold, large pineapple. Anyway, I wanted one really bad, but I've been shopping everywhere and I don't find one that I like, so I decided to make my own. So what I'm going to be using is some fabric crayons from Crayola. So these came from Joann's. Michael's does not have them. They say that they don't carry them anymore. So I got these at Joann's. And also a t-shirt. So I had an idea of having kind of a really muted print with faded pastel colors on a shirt that looks kind of sheer and broken in looking. So this is the fabric of the shirt. I just grabbed this from Express, so I know this is quite large to get in the screen shot, but it's one of these high-low hem oversized shirts. So the first thing that I did, which is probably going to be the most difficult part of the project, was to come up with my pattern for the shirt. So I looked at a handful of different photographs of pineapples that I found online. So I was able to sketch this one here as my pattern, and I filled it in with a Sharpie. So this pattern is also posted on my Instagram page under the same name, Absolutely Ann Elizabeth, if anyone wants to check it out or copy the image off of there. So from here, we're just going to have to create the transfer by coloring in that image. So we're going to do it on another sheet of paper. You can do this on regular copy paper according to the instructions on the crayons. So as you can see, when you put another paper in front of it, you can still see through. So I'm going to go on here and color this in with the crayon. We don't need to see the black because I don't want any of the black on my actual image. And if this isn't clear enough for you, you can also put it against a window when you color in. So that's what we're going to do right now, and then we'll move on to the next step. All right, so now that we have finished coloring in the iron-on transfer, it's time to get to work with the fun part of actually ironing it onto the shirt. So here is my ironing board. I have laid down a plain piece of white paper so that it doesn't transfer onto my ironing board. So I'm going to be really careful to put this shirt on the ironing board so that my picture is going to be centered right in the middle of the shirt. So this is important to really take the time to just get this in just the right spot. Okay, so that looks centered to me, so we're going to place the transfer right on the shirt. Okay, and the directions say to use the synthetic setting of your iron. My iron does not have a synthetic setting, but it also specifies just not to use steam at all, which I'm making sure that I'm doing the hottest setting without steam being involved. And just from the first moment that I started pressing this, I can see that the color is going through because it gets really dark right away. And we can continue this for 1 to 2 minutes. So I definitely did iron the shirt more than the 1 to 2 minutes that were recommended. I probably did it about 5 minutes because I took a little peek at the edge of the transfer and it wasn't coming through very well at first. But now that I'm finished, it's time for the big reveal. So we're gonna take the paper off of the shirt. All right, and there we have it. I think it turned out quite well. I was looking for a shirt that was going to be a really soft, light pattern, and that's definitely what I got. And I think that it doesn't look like it was made in crayon, which I was kind of worrying it was going to look like a children's art class project. So anyway, I hope that you enjoyed my video and found some inspiration from it, and thanks for watching.